This is a good season, and we've got to tap into the season that we're in. The Bible says that the sons of Issachar, they knew what the signs of the times were. They knew what Israel should do. They were aware of what was going on in the atmosphere. So we're going to begin reading at the Leviticus 25:8. It says, in addition, you must count off 7 Sabbath years, 7 years of 7 years, adding up to 49 years in all. Then on the Day of Atonement, in the 15th year, blow the ram's horn loud and long throughout the land. Set this year apart as holy, a time to proclaim freedom throughout the land for all who live there. It will be a jubilee year for you, when each of you may return to the land that belongs to your ancestors and return to your own clan. This 15th year will be a jubilee year for you. During that year, you must not plant your fields or store away any of the crops that grow on their own. And don't gather the grapes from your unpruned vines. It will be a jubilee year for you, and you must keep it holy. But you must eat whatever the land produces on its own. In the year of Jubilee, each of you may return to your land that belongs to your ancestors. When you make an agreement with your neighbor to buy or sell property, you must not take advantage of each other. When you buy the land from your neighbor, the price you pay must be based on the number of years since the last Jubilee. The seller must set the price by taking into account the number of years remaining until the next year of Jubilee. The more years until the next Jubilee, the higher the price. The fewer years, the lower the price. After all, the person selling the land is actually selling you a certain number of harvests. Show your fear of God by not taking advantage of each other. I am the Lord your God. If you want to live securely in the land, follow my decrees. Obey my regulations. Then the land will yield large crops, and you will eat your field and live secure in it. But you might ask, what will we eat during the 17th year, since we are not allowed to plant or harvest crops that year? Because be assured that I will send my blessing for you in the 6th year, so that the land will produce a crop large enough for 3 years. When you plant your fields in the 8th year, you will still be eating from the large crops of the 6th year. In fact, you will still be eating from the large crop when the new crop is harvested in the 9th year. I come to speak today a few moments from the subject, the year of Jubilee. This is the year of Jubilee. It's been every 50 years. Let me back up. When God instituted the year of Jubilee, Moses was on Mount Sinai receiving the laws of God. And God instituted the year of Jubilee. It was the time of rest. It was the time that the land was supposed to rest. You wasn't supposed to till the soil, and it was a time of rest. And if God can have the land to rest, how much more does he want us to rest? The Bible says that God created the earth, and on the 7th day he rested. This is the year of Jubilee, and I got to go back and do some more research, but the year of Jubilee is a time of celebration. It's a time of restoration. It's a time of deliverance. And this is the 50th year in 2015. And 15 means to rest. which comes after deliverance. So we are in the 50th year, getting ready to enter into the 50th year of Jubilee in September, according to the Jewish calendar. Now somebody may say, I'm not Jewish, but the Apostle Paul said we were grafted in the family of the Israelite. In other words, we've been made Jews by the blood of Jesus Christ. I come to encourage some folk that we're entering into the year of Jubilee. You got about another month and a half, and God is getting ready to shift some stuff. God is getting ready to change some things. He's getting ready to work some stuff out. The Apostle Paul said that we were grafted in, and God made the year of Jubilee the law. And how many know when God sets a law, it can't be discredited? Man can't come and change it. If God say you're getting ready to come out, you're coming out. If God say you're getting ready to be healed, you're going to be healed. I come to let somebody know that if you just hold on just a little while longer, that God is getting ready to turn your situation around. I know since 2008 it's been a little rough. We've had to go through some things. We've had to deal with some issues. Some of us struggled like we never struggled before. Some of us were ready to give up 9 and 10 times because we were dealing with a lot of issues and a lot of circumstances. But I come to encourage you today that you're getting ready to step into the year of Jubilee. You're getting ready to rest. God is going to restore you. God is going to give you back what you lost. But you got to hold on just a little while longer. I know the message came a little early, but God wants you to be prepared. God wants you to get yourself ready, because somebody's ready to quit. Somebody's ready to throw in the towel. Somebody's ready to do something that's going to be a big mistake. But God said if you hold on just a little while longer, you're going to step into your year of Jubilee. This is a prophetic message to talk to the folk and encourage the folk that have been struggling since the last 7 years. It seems like it's been rough for you. Seems like you can't get up for being pushed back down. Every time you make $1, you lose 3 or 4. But God said if you hold on just a little while longer. It's been a little rough over the last few years. Not just even with finances, but just with life. It's been a little rough. But I just love the way God does things. He'll take us through a season, and he'll give us a season of rest. He'll give us a season to get back and to bounce back. Because sometimes life will knock you down, and life will step on you and wipe his foot after you get through. But God knows how to come back and pick you up and to restore you and to give you back what you lost. He said this is the year of Jubilee. This is 2015. He said in the 15th year will be the year of Jubilee. Every 50 years, the year of Jubilee comes in when God cancels debt. God is getting ready to cancel some debts. God is getting ready to get your finances back in order. You've been struggling, paying your tithe faithfully, giving to the church, and it still seems like things ain't been going your way. But you are now in a season where God's word is about to hit the earth, and the believers that have been walking upright in Jesus Christ is getting ready for the debts that you've been getting to be turned around. Somebody, you won't get a check and don't know where it came from. Somebody, you've been owed some money a long time ago. Some money coming back. God is getting ready to restore. There's some money been held up, and they thought you wasn't going to get it. But whatever got your name on it, God going to give it back to you. I don't care who said you can't have it, but if God said it, that settles it. This is the year that debts will be canceled. Coming up in September, according to the Jewish calendar, around about the 15th of September. You got about a good month and a half. If you just don't faint right now, if you just hold on just a little while longer, things getting ready to turn. Everything gonna start looking up. You're gonna start feeling better in your body. Where you were sick, healing got to come. Where you was discouraged, joy got to come. God said, I want to put you back together again, but I got to get you prepared because your mind is a little messed up. You've been looking at what you're going through. You've been discouraged, but God said, I want to restore you. I want to put you back where you belong. And not only do I want to put you back where you belong, but I'm going to make you better than you was before. This is the year of Jubilee. When the Lord began to speak to me, he was speaking to me personally about some things in my life. I said, Lord, I'm getting ready to turn 50 in December. What does that mean? And I began to, I said, 50 is the year of Jubilee. We're in the year of 2015. I said, God, so you getting ready to do some miraculous things in my life. I just believe that God getting ready to bless me. Everything I prayed for, God getting ready to line it up. And not just me, but you too, because we are all in the same year of Jubilee. But it was a personal thing to me, because I know that God is a God of provisions. I know that he's a God to restore. And I come to tell you today that God's getting ready to do something that's going to blow your mind. This is the year of Jubilee. This is the year of Jubilee. God getting ready to turn some things. You've been struggling, and it seems like you can't make it, but you're right at that place where God is getting ready to open some stuff up. He's getting ready to shut some stuff down. He's getting ready to make some things that was wrong right. Somebody, you're overwhelmed with bills. I got to sow into this. I got to sow into this. Because see, I'm going to sow before the year comes. You better come get it while you can, because in the year of Jubilee, he said, don't sow nothing. This is the year of Jubilee. God getting ready to turn some things around. Where Bishop at? Bishop, God spoke to me just now and said he's going to bless the church financially. That somebody going to sow a seed into this ministry that's going to blow your mind. Not only is he going to do it financially, but some families getting ready to be put back together. Relationships that were broken and battered because of disagreements and things that couldn't get right. God said in the year of Jubilee, I'm putting it back together. Family members you've been praying for. Lord, save my son. Save my daughters, save my husband, save my wife, save my grandchildren. In this year, starting September until next year, September, God is going to save some of your grandchildren. He's going to save some of your children. Some of them that's out there doing what they want to do and all messed up. God say, I'm going to deliver them. Because this is the year of Jubilee. This is the year that I'm going to turn some situations around. He said, even those that are struggling with weaknesses, sin and temptation, that this year I'm going to free you from that. That you're no longer going to be bound by the weaknesses you used to struggle with. I'm going to deliver you out of it, because this is the year of Jubilee. When I read it, it quickened my spirit. I said, Lord, we're in that season, and I don't want to miss, God, what you got in store for me. Even some things that you lost, some things that was taken away. This is the season to be restored. God said that in this year of Jubilee, that the scripture Joel 2:25 is going to hit your house. He said, I'm going to restore unto you the years that the locust hath eaten and the cankerworm and the palmer worm have eaten. I'm going to give you back what you lost. This is the year of Jubilee. I'm going to give you your joy back. I'm going to give you your peace back. I'm going to give you your hope back. Because somewhere down the line, life began to eat it up. Life began to gnaw away at your joy. Life began to gnaw at your peace. And life began to tear up your hope. But God say, I'm going to restore everything back that you lost. I'm going to give it back to you. Just hold on just a little while longer. Because when you step into the year of Jubilee, everything you lost has got to come back. Even backsliders coming back. People that left God coming back. Strung out on drugs, God is going to deliver. Battling with situations, deliverance is coming. If you just hold on just a little while longer, everything that's connected to you, God said, I'm going to restore. If it's got your name on it, it got to come back. Your children got your name on them. They got to be saved. Your brother got the name on him. He got to be saved. Everything that's connected to you through name and blood, God is going to restore it back to you in this year of Jubilee. And if you believe that, give God a praise. I'm just waiting in expectancy. I'm waiting on it. God spoke it to me just like I'm speaking in here. God began to minister to me, say, this your year. This is your year. I'm going to do the miraculous in your life. And it ain't because you've been so perfect either. It's just because that it's that your season and your time. The devil wants us to forfeit what God is getting ready to do for us because of what happened to us. And we allow what happened to us to have more power than the God we serve. I'm waiting in expectancy. He said, they say, God, what are we going to eat until the new crop come? He said, I've already commanded my blessing upon you. God's blessing has already been commanded on us. We just got to wait on his timing. He said, I'm going to even free you from spiritual prisons of your mind. You won't be walking around in bondage in your mind. Isaiah said that this is the acceptable year of the Lord's favor. We got to know the signs and the times that we're in. See, some of us been going through so much we don't even know it's our season. We don't even realize it because so much is bombarding our life that the enemy uses these things to get us off track and don't even understand this is our season. This is according to the Jewish calendar. And then what I found out, Bishop, that the Jews weren't even the only one to celebrate the year of Jubilee. There were other nations that celebrated the year of Jubilee. This is our season to be blessed. Say, I'm going to free you from the prison of your mind. Give you a new spiritual vision. in this new coming year. See, some of us are waiting on January the 1st. That's the American calendar. Now, if we've been grafted in, I'm going to follow the American calendar because I got to. That's in the natural. But I'm going in the spirit to follow the Jewish calendar. Because the Jewish folk, if you look at their life, they know when to sow and they know when to reap. They know the exact time to move when God say move. He said, I'm going to give you back what you lost. He said, even if there were any property that was owed to you, it's got to come back to the original owner. But what I thought about, I said, well, Lord, what that mean? Because I ain't got no property. But he said, somebody building your house. Said somebody building your house. They name on the deed. They financing. But they just there for a little while to break it in for me. They just breaking it in for me, getting the kinks out, making sure that everything is done that's supposed to be done. So when I step in, all I got to do is bring my furniture. Somebody's driving my 740 BMW. They name on the car note. The bank financed it, but they just taking out the kinks because I wanted about 6 or 8 months old. So in about 6 or 8 months old, they gonna be done got all the kinks out. I just come to let you know that even though you don't have no property in the natural, that somebody has just opened the building to your business. Somebody just opened the sign on your house. Somebody just signed on your car loan. They just driving around just to get the kinks out. This is the year of Jubilee. You just got to wait on it. And the good thing about it is you ain't going to pay what they paid for it. You're going to get it at a God discount. You're going to get it with the warranty. You're going to get it with all the perks. They just had to get it for you. He said, I'll take the wealth of the wicked and give it to the righteous, because this is the year of Jubilee. This is the time to get ready to be blessed. Get ready to walk in your season. Get ready for your joy to come back. Get ready for your hope to be restored. You're getting ready to walk in your season. If you just hold on just a little while, if you just trust him just a little while, if you go through a little while longer, in about a month and a half, you're going to start seeing some things starting to happen. I already feel it in the spirit. God is already working. He's already setting stuff up. I'm just waiting on it in expectancy for what God is getting ready to do for me. I can't walk in expectancy for you. You got to get that yourself. But I'll encourage you along the way, because I know God already spoke it. And if God said it, that settles it. God is not a man that he should lie, neither is he the son of man that he should repent. Have he said it, shall he not do it? Have he spoken, shall he not make it good? Get ready to walk into the year of Jubilee. God said, I'm going to give you things you don't even qualify for. Your money don't match up to what you want, but my favor outweighs money. My favor will go over your credit line and your credit score. I'm going to give you jobs that you weren't qualified for. I'm going to let you live places that you know you ain't had no business living, because you're walking in me, and because this is the year of God's favor. God said, I'll even, after you get it, I'm going to send you a little check because we overcharged you. Kickback. Or kickback. Yes, sir. God said, I'm getting ready to do it. It's coming. We just got to wait on it. I had been holding it, this message, Bishop. I said, Lord, I'm going to get an opportunity to preach in September. I'll do that at the beginning. God said, you need to do it now, because there's some folk that need to get prepared. Because see, sometimes we move ahead of God. And see, you can miss your year of Jubilee if you go outside of what God has prepared for your life. Sometimes we think we know what's best for us better than God. But if before you do it, you better go back and pray again and wait on the Lord. Because God said, get yourself prepared. Because what I'm getting ready to do for you is not only going to blow your mind, somebody that don't know me going to want to be saved. Somebody going to want to follow this God that blesses his people. Say, every 7 years, take a rest. Because I got you covered. You ain't got to sow nothing. Don't do nothing. Whatever growing wild, just go ahead and eat. But don't plant nothing. Let the earth rest. And when the earth rests, God say, I got you covered. You're going to have enough to eat for the next 3 years. This is the season to walk in God's favor. I know it's been rough. Seems like sometimes you can't rub 2 nickels together. Seems like you're wondering, you're shifting bills. I'll pay them next week. I'll pay them that week. Let me call and make an agreement and let them know I'll pay them next month. I'll pay them double. But God said, this is the year of Jubilee. Just hold on. Don't faint. Just a little while longer. Starting September, you're going to see some things begin to shift. You're going to begin to see some things begin to change. Things going to get a little bit lighter. The load is going to be a little bit lighter. The struggle ain't going to be so intense because we're going to be in our season of Jubilee. This is the season to walk in God's favor. He said, I'm going to give you new spiritual vision. I'm going to mend your broken heart. And I'm going to give you a garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. And everything that has your name on it is going to be released to you. Because this is the year of the Lord's release. So I encourage you today that in this word today, remember what the Lord has said. That is, hold on just a little while. Keep on praying. Keep on serving. Keep on living right. Keep on doing the best you know how to do. And things going to get ready to turn. God will reward faithfulness. He knows we're not perfect, but he'll reward faithfulness. He'll reward obedience. And if you remain faithful and obedient and do all in your power to live for God, God is going to bless like never before. This is going to be a blessed year for the believers. It does not matter who's in office. It does not matter what programs are being cut. It does not matter what the United States budget looks like. The Bible said the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, and everything in it belongs to God. A cattle on 1,000 hills belong to the Lord. My destiny is not tied up with the Republican or the Democratic Party. The president is not my God. He didn't wake me up this morning. Congress didn't lay me down last night. They certainly didn't feed me. God is my supplier. He's my hope. He's my sustainer, and he is my keeper. And I'm going to walk into my season. I may have some scars going in, but that's all right. I may have some wounds going in, but that's all right. I'm walking in my season. If I got to limp in, I'm limping in my season. If I got to crawl in, I'm crawling in. But I'm going in because once I get in my season, my healing is over there. My deliverance is over there. My peace is over there. My joy is over there. Because this is the year of Jubilee. So be encouraged, God's people. Be encouraged. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be ye lifted up, ye everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in.